I'm Beta Scott, and it's Beta time!
On a recent episode of the Mandible Co-op podcast, the guest and host were talking about the current Shikara storyline and how it's using time travel, and there was a reference to John Titor, or whatever it is. Titor, if you don't know, good for you. He's an old internet hoax/legend. It's about a time traveler from the future. It was a guy that posted on some message boards around 2000, 2001, claiming he was from the future. And it started making me wonder, though, who owned the copyright to John Titor, or was he public domain? If Shikara wanted, could they introduce a time traveler named John Titor? So I looked it up, and I'm still not certain about the name, but the military insignia that John Titor used, or whoever posted it as used, as well as his diagrams and stuff for the time traveling machine, are apparently all copyrighted. Which, side note though, I just find it really weird that a person owns the copyright to a military insignia, because that, like, assuming that this is real, which is what they want, which the people owning it want you to believe, why would an individual or a company own a military insignia when it should belong to the military? But that's, again, this is all stupid. It doesn't really matter that much. So anyway, here is how it's copyrighted. The stuff was posted back in 2000, 2001. But around 2003, there was a book published that was supposedly by John Titor's mom, and because the content appeared in that book, it then belonged to whoever owned the copyright of the book. Now, I thought, oh, what if someone were to illegally use it, so that way they can force the mom into court and prove she's not real because it's all stupid and a hoax? That won't work, though, because according to some more research I did, the copyright on the book is currently owned by the John Titor Foundation, which is a for-profit LLC, which means that if they were to sue you, one, it would be super expensive, because it turns out the lawyer who's running it works for Disney and a bunch of other stuff, and, like, he is an expensive lawyer to deal with. But it's also, because it's owned by the foundation, the mom, or whoever claims to be the mom, assuming that there actually is a person claiming to be the mom, and it's not done by the lawyer and his brother, would not have to go to court because it's owned by the foundation, and just the foundation would have to represent themselves. It's kind of like with a movie, how at the end of the credits it says that, like, for all intents and purposes, this is owned by whatever the company is or something. So that way, if for some reason there's a lawsuit, it goes and is dealt with. Like, the individuals don't have to deal with it. It's dealt with by the owner of the film. So yeah, it turns out that military insignias can be copyrighted by individuals and owned by a foundation. I still don't know about his name. It's appeared in, like, an anime and manga and video game, Steins Gate, and there was, like, a play and a mockumentary, but I don't know if they got licensing for it or what, or if it was just, like, if you can use the name or if the character. I still haven't figured that out. There's apparently a couple episodes of Coast to Coast on this, and that is a rabbit hole that would take a very long time to go through, and I don't have enough time to do that right now. What I do have time for is this one, which amuses me so much. Some schmuck decided to get a patent on Titor's time travel theory, which is really dumb because A, it's fake, so you're wasting your money, and B, even if Titor was real, which he's not, the patent runs out before time travel is discovered, according to Titor's story, so you're not going to make any money off of this. Why would you do that? Why?